Hello folks, and welcome to this P3D video. Our flight today is going to be Jazeera Airways 177 from Dubai International Airport to Kuwait International Airport. Jazeera Airways, for those of you who are not familiar with Jazeera, Jazeera was established in the state of Kuwait in 2004. The chairman of Jazeera is Mr. Marwan Boudeh, and they've got about 15 aircrafts altogether. They're all Airbus A320s. Basically, Jazeera is a budget airline, kind of, so to speak, kind of like Ryanair. It's actually a very good airline. I've flown with Jazeera a couple of times, once to Sharm el-Sheikh and once to Dubai. And they've got really comfortable seats. It's really a nice airline. Very friendly service. Highly recommend them for for short haul flights. A little bit of information about our flight today. We're going to be departing runway 30 right from Dubai via the Nadi Sid. And we're going to be arriving into Kuwait at runway 33 right. And I will give you a little more information about that as we progress through our flight. Looks like the catering service is done, so let's go ahead and jump into the cockpit, close the doors, and get things ready for departure. Okay, so let's close the doors. All right. Oops, sorry about that. And let's go ahead and get things started here. Right. The lights there. Very well. Still waiting for the APU to start, so let's go ahead and load our fuel. Okay, load the sheet. Something wrong there. Yeah, fine. Let me just do this manually here. So we're going to go with 120 passengers, cargo, and fuel. Okay. That's good. And let's head over to the MCDU. Before we do that, we need to put that on nav. That's good. Let's turn on the fuel pumps. And now everything looks okay. Passenger signs, speaking can go on. Right. So let us now go ahead and initial reference. So I have the company route stored. Oscar Mike Delta Bravo to Oscar Kilo Bravo Kilo. Okay. And this is Jazeera Airways. Oops. There we go. Jazeera 177. Oops. Cost index today is 25. And we're going to be cruising at an altitude of 34,000 feet. And let's do align IRS. Good stuff. ATC radios are on. What else do we need to do? Okay, let's go ahead and set our performance. So we'll do flaps 2 today. Okay, that looks good. And I think we can head over to the flight plan now. That's already set, it looks like. Departure on 30 right, yeah, that's fine. Alright. I'm going to change this so that we can... Alright, so let me go back now. And departure number 30 right via the Natty 2 Foxtrot departure. And we insert that. Lovely. Let me check the arrival information into Kuwait International Airport. Okay, it looks like we are going to be arriving 33 right through the Det2 Charlie star. So let's go ahead and enter that. So arrival is runway ILS 33 right, and that's our Det2 Charlie, and insert. Alright, let's check any discontinuities. Hopefully there are none. Everything looks okay. So far, there is one discontinuity here, so we will clear it. And that's it. So we're good. Okay, so flight plan is now ready. We're still waiting for the alignment to complete. Okay, let me push the camera view. Alright, and let's set the parking brake. And pretty much we are waiting for the adheres to align. In the meantime, let me check on the altimeter. So the altimeter for Dubai is 1014. Okay, we're almost 1014. That's it. Very well. And let's go ahead and set our altitude here to our final cruising altitude of 34,000 feet. And that's fine. Okay. Okay, everything looks okay here. Right. So let us now start the checklist. Checklist is on. Pilot is on.
Okay, let's start with the cockpit preparation checklist. Batteries, both on.
Okay, so the checklist is completed. We're ready to close the doors now, so let's go ahead and close the doors. There we go. Door is closed. And in preparation, let's go ahead and turn the APU feed on.
The cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard.
Okay, thank you for letting me know.
Okay, let's do the before start checklist. Windows and doors.
Okay, so basically we're ready to call the pushback truck now. Let's go ahead and remove the jetway. And let's call the
flight deck to ground.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay, ground. We have ATC clearance for start and taxi now, so please confirm ground equipment and services are clear.
Roger. You're off on the trucks today, Captain, so your ground equipment and stairs are clear and all doors are closed. Ready when you are.
Is okay.
Flight deck, this is Ground Crew. Stand by for pushback. Locking gear. Ground crew departure check is complete. Nose gear steering disconnected for push. Release parking brakes.
Okay, parking brake release.
Okay, here we go. All clear behind the aircraft. Safe to start engines at your discretion.
All engines clear. Start that wheel.
All right.
Starting engine 2. Starting engine 1.
I don't know what that car is doing there, but there you go. Alright, so,
Set parking brakes, please.
okay. Parking brakes set.
Engine 1 stabilized.
Okay, so both engines are stabilized now.
And that's a good start on both engines. All systems are normal. Thank you for your help and all clear. We'll see you for signals on the right, please.
Roger, 2 good starts, all clear signals. See you on the right.
Unlocking gear.
Alright, so I think we can disconnect the...
Nose wheel steering connected.
You.
Pins removed. Tow vehicle disconnected.
The after start checklist. Engine mode selector. Checked. Normal. APU bleed. Off. APU master. Off. Ground spoilers. Checked and armed. Rudder trim. Checked. 0. Pitch trim.
Clear behind the aircraft, left and right.
Flight controls. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Rudder. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Check flaps 2. Anti-ice. Off. ECAM status. Checked. ECAM door page. Checked. Hand signal. Received. Checklist complete.
Okay, good stuff. So we are ready to taxi now. So let's release the parking brake.
Flight attendants, seats for takeoff, please. Before takeoff checklist. Brake temperature. Checked. Brake fans off. Engine mode selector. Checked. Normal. TCAS. TARA tilt above. Exterior lights. Set on. Sliding tables. Stowed. Stow. Checklist complete.
Okay, so we are ready for takeoff, runway 30 right. Let's get lined up here. And let's do full power.
Takeoff. Manflex, SRS and runway. Check. Power set. 100 knots. Checked. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Gear up. Navigation. Check. Climb thrust. Autopilot is going on. Takeoff checklist. Engine mode selector. Checked. Normal. Spoilers. Disarmed. Flaps. Checked. Retracted. Landing gear. Gear up. Lights off. Exterior lights. Set off. Packs. Bifon. Anti-ice. Off. TCAS. Checked. Altimeter. 1016. 1016. Checked. Checklist complete.
Okay, folks, so we have departed Dubai International Airport. We are now following the SID, basically of this flight route to Kuwait. From this point forward, I don't think there is much for us to do, really, other than enjoy the ride and relax. And I will check back with you right after we reach our cruising altitude of 340. Okay, folks, so we have reached our top of the climb and we're cruising at flight level 340. Everything looks okay, and we are on our way to Kuwait International. Now, the actual route to Kuwait has nothing but a lot of ocean. As we are flying over the Persian Gulf, there isn't really anything to see other than the deep blue sea. So I will check back with you right before our top of descent, maybe 10 nautical miles before that. I'll come back and start the descent. But until then, I will let you enjoy some of the cinematics, and then we will basically come back to the cockpit right before our descent into Kuwait International. Okay, folks, so we are about 10 nautical miles from our top of descent. I have already prepared the MCDU.
Okay, let's go through the descent preparation checklist.
Yeah.
Seatbelt sign. Sorry, anti-ice. Off. Landing information. Received. Altimeter. Standard. Baro radio. Checked. Checklist complete.
Okay. So basically, I'm going to reset the MCP now to the very first restriction, which is 3,000 feet, and from there we need to be at 2,000 to intercept the localizer. So let's do that, and then let me head over to the, okay, so that's 3,000 feet. I've set up the MCDU, so if we go to preference here, sorry, performance, and we go to say, okay, so the QNH is 1014, temperature is 23 Celsius, it's quite nice in Kuwait, nice and cool. We've got a little bit of crosswind at 3-4 degrees, 14 knots, transition altitude is 10,000, VAP is 141, and we will be doing a flaps 4 for our arrival into Kuwait. Okay, so let's go ahead and initiate the descent. Okay, this thrust is idle now. Okay, so we're going to continue our descent now to the first restriction, which is 3,000 feet. Other than that, there isn't really much to see even at this part. We are nearing Kuwaiti airspace right now. This is, I believe, Hafr al-Batin in Saudi Arabia. So we are very close to the Kuwaiti airspace, but actually even after there isn't really much to see even from as we enter the Kuwaiti airspace because of the entry point. Normally, if you were coming from the north into runway 33. Either left or right, you would pass by Kuwait Towers and Al Hamra Tower. It's a very scenic approach into Kuwait from the north. But unfortunately, this is not our path for this flight. Nevertheless, I think maybe we'll be able to spot Al Hamra Tower from as we enter Kuwaiti airspace. There are a few scattered clouds in Kuwait. I am actually looking out the window now, and I can't really see anything because it's pretty dark right now. But the weather is definitely very nice, very cool, and we should have a kind of standard approach into Kuwait. Okay, so I'll check back with you right before our final approach into Kuwait International. Okay, we are nearing our final approach into Kuwait International. So let us go ahead and reduce speed and introduce flaps 1. Like we need more drag. Unfortunately, we can't see any of the landmarks in Kuwait. It should be somewhere right over there, but unfortunately, no, we're not going to be able to make it and see those landmarks. Okay, let's arm the spoilers. Okay, we are pretty close now to the airport, so I'm going to go ahead and engage the approach. But that should basically align us with the runway. Let's go ahead and reduce speed to 170 knots and introduce flaps 2. Okay, so we have the runway in sight now. So let's go ahead and reduce speed to 155 and introduce flaps 3 and gear down. Okay, we are now descending towards the runway. Okay, let's reduce speed to 150. Okay, let's
1,000.
let's reduce speed to or approach speed of 143.
100 above.
And let's go ahead and
Minimum. Auto flight.
disengage the autopilot. My plane. That was pretty noisy. Okay. And
500.
and flaps full.
$400. 300. 200. 100. 70. 60. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Okay, and touchdown. Reverse screen. Welcome to Kuwait International Airport. Well, folks, I hope that you've enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. I've done this video basically based on popular requests from a lot of my friends to do a flight for the local carriers here in Kuwait. So I hope that you enjoy the video. If you have any questions, please do use the comment section below. As always, until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye-bye for now.